Go.
Okay, so what's your name?
My name is Philip Bird. I'm a grade 6 teacher here at CTK, and last year I had the pleasure of coaching the gold team, the grade 8 boys basketball team.
And how did your experience go as coaching a team after COVID hit?
So this is probably one of the more difficult experiences I've had as a coach. So I've coached flag football for many years before. I was an assistant coach for a grade 7 basketball team back in Calgary. And it wasn't my players that was kind of anything like at all. That was the difficult part. The difficult part was coming in and having a lot of inexperience, both myself as a coach, but also with the players hadn't had an opportunity to play in a public way for a couple of years, right?
And how did it feel going against tougher teams?
So that was one of the most frustrating parts as a coach, because that's something I can't help with my players, was going and controlling the opposition. You can't do that, not in a game. One of the things that I remember really clearly was that first game that we had as a team, and that was against a BJ team. I think it was Coach Przybylski, and it was their senior grade 9 team, I believe. And we had people that looked like they were full-grown gentlemen that went out and outscored us. They were dunking on us, and they actually didn't follow league rules where they were supposed to hold back after a certain number of points ahead. It was crushing for that first game.
And how do you think the players did as a team, and do you think they got along at matches?
Actually, as far as I remember, our players over the whole course of the season, they really grew and they really developed. And remember, these are players that hadn't had the opportunity to play in kind of like a league format ever. And so this is their first time with league play, and so they grew a huge amount. I actually remember that the team itself, especially on the court and off the court, they stuck together fairly well during that time. All right, next question.
And what inspired your teamwork, and what made you push through even though you lost some games?
Well, it wasn't just one game, it was most of the season, and that was one of the harder things. And it was something that I would think about when I was getting up at 5:30 in the morning for the 6:30 a.m. practices. Why am I doing this? And then I would think about Anderson, I'd think about Wilmer, I'd think about Denver, I'd think about Ben, I'd think about everyone who is showing up and coming to those 6:30 in the morning practices. And I was thinking, those boys deserve somebody to at least get them moving on the court, at least get them practicing, at least get them going forward. I hope that answers the question.
Yeah. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, you got it.